Terry is the proud owner and instructor at Starfish Partnerships and has also proudly served as the president of the Walton Chamber for 29 years. Amazing. She has grown to realize the art of team management, worked alongside visionary boards, and collaborated with passionate volunteers during her time. Armed with certifications as a Gallup Clifton Strengths Coach and a member of the Maxwell Leadership Team, she's on a mission to empower individuals and teams to reach their full potential. The Starfish Partnerships mission is to make a difference in the lives of others, one person and one group at a time. Today, Terry will lead us in a session on networking titled Speed to Significance. Be ready to stand up, leave your seat, and explore networking with a fun facilitation. Let's welcome Terry.
So I'm going to talk to you now about networking. Believe me, in my time at the Chamber of Commerce, I have seen people who network really well, and I have seen people who just mess it all up. So that's what we're going to talk about. I want you all to have networking significance, and so that's what we're going to talk about for just the next few minutes. My guess is that some of you had no idea what you were going to say when you got in the lineup. Anybody? Did anybody have your elevator pitch ready? Yeah? Okay. All right. Who did not know what you were going to say? Okay. Who changed what you were going to say just about every time you talked to somebody else? Or you got to the end and you were like, oh, I wish I'd told that person this, right? Okay. So networking is like a puzzle. Okay. I'm going to tell you about 3 pieces of the networking puzzle. One is be prepared. Before you go to a networking event, you need to know your pitch. You need to have a 30-second pitch, and you need to have a 60-second pitch. You only had 30 seconds today. Sometimes you have 60. But the whole idea is you have the brief time frame of how long it takes you to get from one floor to another on the elevator. So that's where the elevator pitch comes from. The purpose of your 60-second elevator pitch is to effectively capture the attention and interest of the listener. And you need this pitch because first impressions matter, and you never know when the opportunity is going to arise for you to be able to meet someone who could make a big impact on you or your business. Clarity and focus with your pitch will enhance your networking and professional growth. A good pitch consists of 5 to 6 components, and you have a worksheet in your notebook. An introduction, a problem statement, a solution, your value proposition, a call to action, and then a closing. So that's step number 1, be prepared. Step number 2 is quality over quantity. Now, that kind of goes against what we just did, right? The speed networking. But I have seen so many people attend an event, you probably have too, and they are just running from one person to another. They're grabbing business cards, they're giving out business cards, or they're throwing flyers in your face, right? Is that a turn on or a turn off? Off, right? So this is about being really focused and picking just a few people to make some really meaningful connections with. So it's a common misconception. People measure their networking success by the sheer numbers of people that they meet. But really, the true networking lies in building those in-depth relationships and those really authentic connections. So imagine, Hope mentioned this earlier, but imagine planting a few seeds and nurturing them to a strong, resilient tree rather than scattering seeds everywhere without care. Similarly, the world of successful networking, focusing on building genuine relationships with a select few, yields more fruitful results than attempting to meet everyone in the room. Quality connections lead to meaningful collaborations, opportunities, and network that stands the test of time. So let's remember, it's not about the volume or the number of handshakes that you make. It is about the lasting impressions that you give. So that's number 2, is quality over quantity. Number 3 is set goals and follow up. We've already heard lots of goal talks this morning, so I'm not going to go there, but just want you to know, don't make your networking any different. Set a goal. Sometimes you can see who's attending the event before you get there. That's a really good way to set a goal because you might have been wanting to meet those 2 or 3 people on that list. And so that's your goal when you get there, is to meet those 2 or 3 people. Sometimes you can't see who's attending, and that's okay too. Just figure out who the 2 or 3 people are that you really want to build a connection with when you get ready to attend the event. So, equally important is the follow-up. So this is where some people get it right and some people get it wrong. Have you ever met anybody at a networking event and before you even got back to the office, your inbox, your social media, maybe your voicemail was just flooded with stuff, right? We've all met those people at a networking event. That's not what we're talking about today, okay? So we're talking about meaningful follow-up. Effective follow-up is striking a balance. It's keeping the connection warm but not overwhelming. Persistence is admirable, but finesse and timing play crucial roles in turning a first impression into a lasting impression. So let us all remember that the power lies not just in what you know, but in who you know, and more importantly, who knows you. Let us be armed with refined elevator pitch, commit to quality connections, set strategic goals with thoughtful follow-up plans. It's your networking journey built on authenticity, purpose, and shared significance. I know the exciting opportunities await as you embark on this networking journey with purpose and passion. Thank you, and may your networking adventures be both impactful and exhilarating. You now have about 5 or 6 minutes to work on your elevator pitch in your notebooks. So that's what you can spend the rest of your time doing. Thank you.